Okay, let us begin. All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Justin, Business Development Manager here at Fullerton Markets, bringing to you a special class on double tops and double bottoms patterns. All right. So, all right, let me just give you guys a quick introduction. All right. I'm sure you guys have been trading for quite a while. You've been trading for a few years, or you're just getting into trading. All right. If you've ever opened a chart before, right, you must have thought, do they form any shapes? All right. Are there any patterns that I can identify that can possibly help me, determine where the market is going? All right. And, you might, if you might look at the chart and you might come up with your own pattern, your own designs, that's perfectly fine. But there are quite a few established patterns out there. All right. So today we'll be talking about double tops, double bottoms, and a few more. All right. So if we are ready to begin, let's do so. All right. So the first question is, what is double tops and double bottoms pattern? All right. When a double top or a double bottom chart pattern appears, a trend reversal has begun. Okay. A trend reversal has begun. Now, why is this powerful? Why is a trend reversal powerful? Well, imagine that you are trading any pair, for example, gold. Okay. You see that currently prices have been climbing higher and higher and higher, hitting the 2000s, going farther than the 2000s. All right. And then you see that perhaps the buying or the prices going up might be ending. All right. Once you see this, you could possibly take a short position and hope that prices go down. Okay. We just have to identify some patterns that will tell us when the market will be going down. All right. Because if you jump on the trend reversal early enough, you can make quite a lot of profit. Okay. You could make quite a lot of profit once the trend totally reverses. All right. So I'll give you guys a few examples. Hold on. Okay. So first thing we will be talking about is the double tops. All right. This is a candlestick chart. Okay. This is a candlestick chart. One thing to note, when you are looking for double tops, it is imperative that it comes from a uptrend. Okay. It comes from a uptrend. If you guys have any questions, we will tackle them later. Okay. So just send them in and then I'll try to answer them all later. All right. So when there is a double top, okay, we have to first see if we are coming from a rally or if we are coming from, prices have been climbing up for a period of time. Okay. If prices have been climbing up for a period of time, we watch out for a double top formation. All right. So as you can see here, we have the first top. All right. As you can see, it is the highest point. All right. Within this chart. And then it drops down, and then it reverses at a certain area. Now, the area where it reverses, this is what we call the neckline. Okay, we have to draw a horizontal line. All right. So once you have established the neckline and prices start reversing, we now have to wait and see if the previous top will be acting as a sort of resistance to a second top. All right. So prices climbed up here, and this area, this resistance has proven strong, right? And then prices are moving down towards the neckline once again. Okay. Now we are sure that there is a double top, and we could possibly see prices moving even lower. All right. Now, when do we actually trade? Well, we trade once it actually breaks below the neckline. All right. So we don't really trade here or here, but we trade once it breaks below the neckline. All right. Keep that in mind. All right. So now from a rally, all right, from a uptrend, all right, it has exhausted it. It has exhausted itself. All right. People are no longer buying and people are looking to sell. Now that people are looking to sell, it doesn't make much sense for you and I to continue our buying. Why would we? The market will not move towards, the market will not follow our wishes. all right? If you understand. You might have, for example, a strategy here that tells you now is a good time to buy. Possible, very possible. But if a majority of the traders out there have seen a double top and are expecting a short position, why should we fight it, right? Instead of fighting against the trend, let's follow the trend, all right? That's why we have a short position just below the neckline, okay? So this is an early example. As you can, this is another example. As you can see, we formed a top here. Prices reversed. It bottomed out here, and we had created a neckline, all right? Prices once again go up. Prices move towards the neckline, and they actually break below. The moment it breaks below the neckline, we can enter our short position, okay? We can enter our short position. Now, here's another way for you to trade this, all right? You have your bias, all right? You know prices are going to be moving down. If you know that prices are going to be moving down, perhaps you would wait for your strategy to tell you that now is a good time to sell, all right? So here's what you did. You created your first bias with a double top, all right? Prices broke through, so it should be a short position, and you have a supplementary strategy or your main strategy for that tells you you should be selling, okay? That's why we took the short position here, all right? Now you might be wondering, well, if I were to sell based on double tops, how should I fix my take profit? Okay, so let's just highlight these. All right, this is how we set the profit for double tops, okay? As you can see here, we have the neckline and the double top, okay? I want you to measure the bottom of the neckline to the top or where the tops have formed, all right? I want you to measure this. How do you do that? Well, there's a function on your MT4. It looks like a crosshair, and it's located on the upper left. You can click that, and you can now point at one area, drag it up, and see how many points it is worth, and that will be your target. Of course, you can also hit Control F. Now, if you guys have never opened the MT4 before, don't worry. After this session, I will be opening my own MT4, and I will be showing you guys how to actually set these up, okay? Good, all right? So this entire area from where the neckline to the double top, all right, this entire area is the same amount we want to target when we enter our short position, okay? So if, for example, let's say this is 1,000 points, this entire area, this blue line, it's 1,000 points. When we short later, after prices break below the neckline, we want to target at least one, we want to target and account for the 1,000 points, okay? That's how you set your profit target for the double top, okay? Now, you might be asking, where should I put my SL, okay? Well, if you want to have a definite SL, you can actually put it above the neckline once again, okay? Above the neckline, because if it re-enters that range or that neckline, then you should not be taking the short position at all. And later I will show you why, okay? But for now, keep in mind that the profit that you will target is dependent on the space between the neckline and the top, okay? So let's go over some rules before you trade this, all right? First, the market has to come from an uptrend, okay? Meaning prices have been moving up for a period of time. A double top must form, all right? And a neckline must form before we enter the trade, okay? Let's move on. Now let's talk about double bottoms, all right? They are just like double tops, except, my friends, except that this is found after prices have been moving down, okay? It's a reversal pattern. So earlier, prices are moving up, we are waiting for double tops. This time, prices are moving down, and they are going lower and lower and lower, and they might form a double bottom, okay? When they form a double bottom, all we have to do is first identify one area that is the lowest. If it reverses once and then moves down towards the downside again, we can then form our neckline, okay? And at this point, all we have to do is wait and see if this second bottom forms, all right? If this forms, prices are very close. They don't have to be 100% match, right? They can be in the same general area with a few points give or take, or a few pips give or take. All right. Now that we have formed our first top, our first bottom, our neckline, and our second bottom, we now have to wait and see if prices will break the neckline. If they break the neckline, we will be entering a long position. Okay. Double top is for short. Double bottom is for long. Okay. Keep that in mind. All right. So how do we trade? Well, after identifying our bottoms and our necklines, we wait for a buy position. And my friends, I'm sure you've guessed it, just like earlier when we were targeting the take profit, we will be doing the same this time, except we will be measuring from the neckline to the double bottom, or from the double bottom to the neckline. So if this is worth 2,000 points, I want you to target your long position and target 2,000 points away from the neckline, okay? Away from the neckline. Okay, so if, for example, you were to enter your long position here at this green candle, for example, you're not going to be targeting another 2,000 points up. No, friends. You will be looking at the neckline, and that is where you will be setting up your 2,000 points, all right? So if you started here, you might not get the entire 2,000 points. You might make perhaps 1,700 or 1,600, just to give you guys an idea, okay? Now, you might be thinking, well, what a waste, right? What about the extra 400 points? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's count our wins and let's not take a look at what could have been, okay? Let's just focus on what we can make and what we have actually made over what could we have made, all right? It's more important. So once again, when you're setting your take profit, start from the neckline and move upwards. The same thing with the double top, start from the neckline and then move downwards, okay? So these are very powerful strategies that you guys can use. Very powerful strategies. If you mix it with, let me give you guys an idea of how you could mix this up with your strategies, all right? Some people like to use indicators, for example, all right? Usually you have two indicators when they cross that could signal a reversal, all right? What if the cross happens at the same time a double bottom forms, and then after that you read, for example, the news and you're expecting prices to move in this way, then you've basically created a very powerful trading system for you, okay? So we've tackled double tops and double bottoms. Let's move on. Yes, okay. If we have a double top and a double bottom, what is a triple top and a triple bottom? Okay, well, they're just like the doubles, except they have one extra top or one extra bottom. Okay, one extra top and one extra bottom, right? When a triple top or a triple bottom chart pattern appears, a trend reversal has begun. Okay, a trend reversal has begun. All right, so as you can see here, we have one top, two tops, three tops, and the neckline is somewhere here. All right, because sometimes, all right, sometimes the third top will not form. Okay, sometimes the third top will not form. I want you guys to know that even if only two tops are formed, it is possible to enter the short position. All right, because if it's just one top, then nothing really formed. If you've been following along, if there's only one top, then there's no pattern at all, right? But a two top and a three top pattern indicates trend reversals, okay? So how do you trade it? Well, just like the two top, when a three top forms, you sell once it breaks below the neckline. Once again, remember to see if you are coming from an uptrend, okay? Because the key word here is trend reversal, friends. Trend reversal. The current trend is long, the current trend is moving upwards, and now we are going to trade the reverse that, which is a short, and we are expecting prices to go down. Okay? So here's the first top, here's the second top, and the third top was formed here. As you can see, they are not all the same size. It doesn't have to be the same size. They just have to be in the same general area, okay? Same general area, all right? So how do you take profit? Just like earlier, we want to measure the point from the top to the neckline. Okay, hold on, let's just go back. Okay. All right, please excuse my internet connection, friends. Okay, so just like the earlier, just like the earlier double tops and double bottoms, we want to measure the neckline. We want to measure the neckline to the top or from the top to the neckline. And then when we set our target from the neckline once again, whatever the value here is, that is how much our take profit is, okay? All right, let's move on. And lastly, we have the triple bottoms, all right? Just like the triple tops, the double tops, and the double bottoms, we have the triple bottom, all right? The second and third bottom, they form the pattern, all right? That's why we can wait for these, all right? A fourth is also possible, not very likely though. A fourth is very possible, but whether or not a fourth forms, well, you guys know more or less what to do, right? So, first bottom, second bottom, third bottom, and a neckline was formed. Once again, here we have the first bottom, second, and third. We have established a neckline here. Okay, this is now the neckline. Instead of it being down here, this is the neckline because it was the highest area. All right, that formed the triple bottoms. Now, trend reversal, we have to wait and see if we are coming from a period of prices going down. All right, and we are looking to enter a long position. All right, so we formed one bottom neckline, second bottom, an even higher neckline, and a third bottom. And now we enter the buy position, all right? Now the value from here to here is also the value that we will target, okay? All right, the value from here to here is what we will target. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for me. My name is Justin, Business Development Manager here at Fullerton Markets. I hope you guys enjoyed our class, and I look forward to seeing you all in our other classes. Thank you all, and goodbye.